Well, I didn't manage the Old Manor Store, but further up at the Old Manor Store car park at the side of the road, there's a nice view out over Rassy. And as I've taken that, and I'll show you the picture now, I have found that the Old Manor Store is sticking its head out. So I'm going to swing the camera around and have another go. So I've got clouds rolling by. The cliff behind the store has started to show up. And I'm just taking pictures, just here, there and everywhere really, just trying to catch just an image there. So that one's got, that's nice, that's got the store against white cloud with the background showing quite well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little key save on that, so remember that's the one I was actually talking about. So at the moment 100 ISO at 6.3, I don't know why it's 6.3, but I'm just going to change that to f8. I don't really need it to be f8 because I'm zoomed in quite far, but I don't know, I just like f8, don't you? But what I'm finding is I am having to overexpose slightly to get the image that I like. That it's just a bit too dark. Now it always shows slightly dark on this screen, but it is dark. So I'm overexposing a little bit. And then I'm going to check my histogram, and the histogram's blowing a little bit, so I don't want to overexpose that far. So just take it back a little bit again and try again. It's not going to be the best image this time because the store's quite covered in cloud. Right, the histogram's still popping at the top, but that's probably because of the amount of white I've got here. As you can see, it's very, very cloudy. So I'm probably going to go with that. Right, the sun is coming out, and this is what I wanted actually, was the sun to come out when I'm up on the Quiraing, and that would give me, get me into the sunshine there, and that would give me light on the Trotternish Ridge further along here. Sun's quite high now, so I really need to get a move on and stop taking pictures here. Okay. Well, I've reached a little point that I want to photograph. Now, it's a famous one. It's basically, it's the tree that clings on for dear life, and I was going to see how we get on with this. It's an interesting day. The light's a bit harsh. I've got the sun directly above because I'm here far later than I expected to be. Because we're on a cliff, Duke is secured. Okay. I know some of you can be a bit concerned that Duke runs around when I'm taking photographs, so he is secure, and I'm going to set myself up and take some pictures. So before taking the pictures and setting the camera up, I'm going to just try a few compositions handheld. tripod adapter is when you leave the other one on the big lens in the car, because they said you didn't need the lens because it had the shoe attached. So spare goes on, attached to the tripod, and we'll take some pickies. I'm going to need some filters to filter kit. So what I want here is a little burn coming down the hill. That's coming in from my right hand side, the bottom of the frame, and leading in to the image. And I've got the tree clinging onto the rock on the left hand side, and I've got the trotter ridge on the right hand side. And I put in a couple of grad greys at the top because the sun's very bright and I want it all exposed. I've also put in a 0.9 to try and slow the shutter speed down a bit so I get an acceptable level of movement in the water. At the moment, f8, 10th of a second, 100 ISO. All I'm going to do, I'm going to take the ISO down a bit, just so to slow that down a bit further. And we'll see what happens. I'm going to try and get it focused, of course. So focusing under the tree, probably should be a bit closer. There. Okay. Bring that back up. And the level is terrible. The rest of it is I've not got my decent glasses on to see if it's in focus. Very difficult to tell. What I'm going to do, I'm going to focus on the tree just to be absolutely sure I'm getting the focus right. Because I don't want the tree out of focus. And I'm going to increase the depth of field by taking that to, I think it's f16. You can even slower shutter, so then put it on timer and go from there. 1, 2. I'm actually losing too much detail on the hills. Better. That's nice. I've got my image. I'm happy with that. Right. I'm actually getting flare off the bottom ring. That's annoying. That's really annoying. I have to try and shield it. It's not overly obvious. Yeah, it is actually. Just gonna check it's not the camera. So I took the polarizer off the front, polarizing ring, and whilst I was doing it I realised what the problem was my grad grader wasn't far enough down and it was showing the edge. That's all it was. So I'll put the polarising ring on later, and effectively the light's gone. That's bad. And I've taken one of the grad greys out as well because of that. But I think I'm okay with the image. I think I'm happy with it. As I say, I can't see it because it's in focus. Because numbnuts here forgot to bring his reading glasses. So I'm going to leave it at that. That's that image done. So I'm photographing the ridge. So I'm bracketing. One stop in either direction. Press the button. 1, 2. Right, I thought it was 3. Never mind. I'm going to do it again just to be sure. Here we go. 1, 2. Right, I thought I was doing 3 there, so that should be 3 frames. You're going to be good this time. You're going to say hello nicely. You're going to say hello nicely. Eh? You're going to say hello? Hey, you're going to say hello to a nice doggy. Oh, you're so bashful. You're so bashful, aren't you?
You've got your water bottle. You've got your water bottle.
Gorgeous.
Stay down, down.
Come here.
Come on, we'll go this way.
Come to the side, Duke. Come on. To the side. Good boy. So I want to go home. Come on, you. Come on. No. I want to play. Sit.
Logan,
stay. Stay.
Down. No.
Stay.
No. No. Come on. None of it.
Hey. So this is the most spectacular place in Britain. It is fantastic. Unfortunately, the weather's not great. I'm getting some images. I'll see how they come out. I'm not so sure. And I noticed one thing, the GoPro battery is going. I do have a second battery. It might be at the B&B. It might be in the car. I'm hoping it's in the car and I can continue this because I'll have to head off somewhere else. I'm not going to walk any further. It's not that accessible. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you why. So the path goes along here and then it drops down quite dramatically and then works its way all the way along there. Now I just spoke to a chap, calls himself Felix, he's Chinese I think, and he says the whole trail is fairly accessible for the average person, a couple of steep bits and that's all, and it looks okay. That's the lower trail, there's a higher trail as well, but I'm not going to go along that. I've come as far as I want to go and I'm going to head back to the car, which is that way over there, and show how high I am. That's the road. There's a car disappearing along here. And we look out over there, we've got Rassy and there's fog on the water over there, and it looks quite nice this at the moment, but the weather's turning. It's going to get very wet again this afternoon, which is a shame. So again, you're probably getting lots of wind noise, so I'm going to wrap up. Bye for now.